crazy.
I don't think the heavy stuff's coming down for a while.
Okay. Well, we came home from the beach and now we are actually getting a date night. Yay. So no kids, as you can see, empty seats, no kids. We are headed to St. Simon's Island, the little pier village, I believe it was.
Pier village.
And so we're not real sure where we're gonna eat, so we're just gonna find a place to eat there and have a nice dinner, and that's really bright. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We'll get some good video for you guys there and let you know what it's all about. This is the big cargo ship that was overturned. You can see that. That's some sort of big, huge, massive device that's cutting the ship into a bunch of pieces.
It's still
like literally slicing this. This thing has been laying here for I think like 2 years now ish.
When it flipped over, it had 4,200 cars in it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Our dinner, which is actually amazing, and I was a little worried with the reviews I read, but it is pouring and lightning and thundering, but we've had a good time. Well, we're gonna hang out here a minute, I think.
Just in case, if you come to Mullet Bay in St. Simon, get the coconut shrimp.
It's so good. Oh my gosh, it was the best coconut shrimp I've ever had. I've had a lot. It was really good. So Mullet Bay coconut shrimp.
And it's pouring.
It's like pouring. And our battery light flash. Oh, it's starting to get wet.
Bye.
It's coming down pretty hard. Oh my goodness. All right. So that's our car. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's crazy. I don't know. You probably can't tell, but it's pretty flooded. So.
I don't think the heavy stuff's coming down for a while.
We made it to the car. Oh, it just got dark. We made it to the car. That was fun. And now we're headed back. Our kids are probably going to be late. That's okay. From 1721 until 1736, Fort King George was the southern outpost of the British Empire in North America. A cypress blockhouse, barracks, and palisaded earthen fort were constructed in 1721, buddy. That was so long ago. By scoutmen led by Colonel John Tuscarora Jack Barnwell. For the next 7 years, His Majesty's Independent Company garrisoned the fort. They endured incredible hardships from disease, threats of Spanish and Indian attacks, and the harsh, unfamiliar coastal environment. After the fort was abandoned, General James Oglethorpe brought Scottish Highlanders to the site in 1736. The settlement, called Darien, eventually became the foremost export center of lumber until 1925. Using old records and drawings, this 18th century frontier fortification on the Altamaha River has been reconstructed for public tours. That's where we're going.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so we're at Fort George. Is that what it's called? Fort George. Historic site. And this is the visitor center, I suppose. Yes, visitor center. There's like a little picnic area over here.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what we were gonna do. Walk down, see the fort. Bug level high. Just right down.
Look at all this cool, like, ranger stuff. You can be a ranger.
However, for homeschooling, certain, I can already tell you about this one. So every park has their own specific book, and usually the centerfold is site specific. Some of the other ones will have some crossover with different parts of the region. But we all have our own Junior Ranger badges as well. So kids go through, fill these out. They get to write their own pledge about what's important to them. So we come up here, I'll swear them in as Junior Rangers, get them their badge, and they can begin the collection.
So he's got these Junior Ranger books, and they're for you guys. And there's some things to fill out while we're on the tour. When we go around and look at the fort, and when we finish, when we come back here, if you fill out the very last page, which we'll help you do, then he'll swear you in, and he will make you guys rangers and give you a ranger badge.
Sound fun?
Does that sound fun?
Whoa.
Inside the building here, down the hall and on the left is our museum. Starts in prehistory, makes its way around 1920. Towards the very end of the hall, there's a 10-minute site film. It's on a constant loop. So if it ends on you, it'll go back to the site and start back up. It's also available on YouTube if you want to review it later, and that link is on the back of the brochure.
Okay.
Other than that, the door's here or next to the restroom. Take you right outside.
Okay, awesome.
Here's some Junior
I
Ranger
know,
hats.
yeah. Hats.
Daddy needs a senior ranger. I'm getting so old. Look at that old building.
This is all real, buddy. People from the 1700s built this stuff.
It says be aware. I'll be able to.
Yeah.
Mommy's favorite.
Mommy's favorite. Oh no. Oh no.
So be aware. Be aware of what's around.
This is all ruins. That means they were, at some point, it all came crumbling down, but this used to be a building. There's an old, it's like a little place to have entertainment, maybe? I don't know, meetings?
Yeah. American Indian dwelling.
Look how cool this is, guys.
So buddy, this was an incinerator. This is what they used to dispose of like scraps, like trash or things like that. So they would, incinerator means they would burn it.
Here we go through the entrance. This is the moat. It protects the fort.
Look at those cannons.
Whoa.
Well, they would put a cannonball. They would take a cannonball. They would put it down in there. They would go down. They would stuff it down in. So they would roll this back. See, it's on wheels. So they would roll this backwards, and so somebody could put a cannonball in it. Then they would have like a really soft, almost like a cotton swab for your ear. And they would push it all the way down in there. And then back here, there would be a place for you to light a fuse. They would put the gunpowder in first and all of that. Then the cannonball, they would put it down in there. Then they would light the fuse and it would explode and then it would shoot the cannonball.
Oh, look.
Oh yeah.
So see?
There's a cannon in the ground.
There's a picture of them
There's a
doing
picture
it.
of it. See, look, he's lighting it right here.
There's a cannon.
There's more that way.
Yeah, we'll go look at.
They
those
gotta
big
watch.
ones.
They're watching out for invaders.
I want it.
So this is a fort, buddy. So they would do this. So this would have cannons all the way around it.
looks like it was an old bed. This is what beds used to look like.
Okay, men, we're gonna set up a fortress right around this part and right this part, and we're gonna go over here, and then I need company A to go over here to this part, over right here where the gator is. Go say hi to George the gator. Then we're gonna come back. Then I need company B. I need you to come back over here over the blockhouse gun range for the quarter mile. Then I need company C to come over here to the Pico cut. I don't know why it's called Pico cut, but that's what we call it. And then we're gonna come over here, and company D, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna shoot this shit before it gets over here. And that's what they would do.
Presley's nervous because she can see through the floor. She doesn't like it.
I'm just a tiny bit nervous, but I'm brave.
You're brave, yeah. So is Presley. She's doing it.
I'm recording this.
So now we can see, this is what they would look out to make sure that there's nobody coming, and they could see from far away.
This is facing north.
So this is all they would do up here, is just look out, so you can see really far from all the way up here. View facing south.
Cannon's down there.
This is Jekyll Island. If you look way out there, you can see Jekyll Island. And then St. Simon's Island is over there. That's where Mommy and Daddy went last night. Ooh, is this a jail? This might be a jail.
Looks like it.
Watch your head.
Well, no, that's actually, well, this wouldn't be a jail because this looks like this is where they're storing a lot of their stuff to make the things.
Okay.
This one's got a lot.
We can find some seashells on.
This is a bed and so this is probably a jail. Look at all these shells, guys.
Oh wow, we're walking on shells.
I know, I already found
Oh,
one.
you found one. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bed in here. All right, we're leaving the fort, the lookout or whatever. We're headed.
I called it Fort 1.
It's a little tiny one.
Yeah. Sounds like it's screaming.
Ooh, cool. Look at this, Presley. Look at this. This is where people maybe would live. What do you think? There's a couple fireplaces.
There's a ladder right there.
Oh, there's a ladder. That's probably where they would sleep. Yep, there's a bed up there. See? There's a
They
bed
can
up
play
there.
checkers.
This is a home.
They can play checkers.
Yeah.
I've never played.
This is probably very similar to what the Pilgrims built. What year did the Pilgrims get to America, Kellen?
1629.
1620. Close. This was about 100 years later. Ish,
You
I
notice
think.
this is what their lights were.
Yeah.
Do you see what it is? What's
Candle?
that dripping? What do you think that is?
Candle.
It's wax
Right,
from a
it's the wax from the
candlestick.
candle. So they didn't have electricity.
No electricity.
They would have the fire for some light, and then they would burn candles up here. So look what their mattresses were made out of.
Oh my gosh, they slept on hay.
This was the only thing to make it soft. Can you imagine that? That's what you would have to sleep on.
The rope makes it a little bit springy.
Gotta have
And
fireplaces.
then the loft for another bed up here.
Yep.
What's this? Is this supposed to be a bunk bed? Or this?
It is crazy hot out here and the bugs are bad, but that's okay. This is really neat. It's in here. Look in there. Cool. Here's a nature trail, but we're not going to do that because of the bugs.
Look at this big bowl, Kelly.
But here's a nature trail that you can walk down. Looks like it would be cool to do that if it wasn't so hot. And there were so many bugs right now, but I got bit a couple times when we first got here, but I think I sprayed myself better. Oh, yeah. Cool.
Get your hot chicken noodle soup here. So this is where they would, they would get this super hot. This is where they would create all of the tools. And the weapons and stuff like that.
The blacksmith, is that what?
This is, yeah, the blacksmith. So this is an anvil, okay? So they would put the stuff in there. That would help push air and make it super, super hot in there and melt stuff. And then they would shape it into knives, into spears, into all kinds of weapons, and tools.
These kind of things over here?
More storage.
Yep.
Oh, this is where they would perform their dance recitals.
I'm sitting on the toilet.
I think we found the bunkhouse. Look at this.
Whoa, look at this, Presley.
More ruins. That means it's ruined. It got ruined.
Do it again. Oh, do it again. There's Presley. Presley's a little baby.
From fights with the Indians, from fevers, disease, and not getting enough food.
So this is what it looks like, an aerial view. So look, this is where we walked. We walked right here, and we crossed over that bridge, and that was the first one that we went into that had like 4 floors. They just don't have the other things built onto there yet. But that's what the fort was. That's what it looks like if you're looking from the top. You can see it's got the water all around it. That created a fortress as well.
100 pounds, provided you approve of it. So he is not.
So look, this is the clothes, the actual clothes they would wear, and this was a lot of times they wore wigs and things like that. So what is that? You don't know? It's sawmilling. Did you see the toothbrush?
Oh yeah, that's a toothbrush.
It's a bone handle toothbrush.
Made of
The bristles were made of hog hair.
Oh my gosh.
We're buried in the sandy soil of the new southern English frontier, so many thousands of miles from home.
As a junior ranger, I promise to be a friend to, it says blank historic site.
So that would be Fort King George.
Fort King George. Okay, so write that. And then it says, I will continue to explore nature and history throughout Georgia. We're going to do that?
You get to sign it.
Okay.
Okay, so sign your name. Presley can sign hers.
Presley, yep. Promise to be. Say it.
I'll set your secret to be there. Wait, here's your book and your badge.
Awesome.
Your book and your badge.
What do you say?
What do you say? Okay, we're headed out of the Fort King George historical site, and that was actually really neat. I wasn't camera down. Pick it up. I wasn't expecting the visitor center to be all of that. The little museum they had, and there was even a little video to watch, which they said was on YouTube. We tried watching it, but the kids were running around. But yeah, this was awesome. I really recommend it. We've been here about an hour, maybe hour and a half, so It took a little longer than I thought it was going to, because I didn't know they had the museum and all that stuff. So anyway, it was really cool, and highly recommend coming here if you love history and you're in the area.